What's up, Taiwan? I'm Eric Gao with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Typhoon Saola is passing by Taiwan's southern tip, the third storm to approach the country recently. Sally Jensen is in Taidong tracking its movement.
The rain and crashing waves you're seeing are the effect of Typhoon Saola, a tropical cyclone that's currently moving past the southernmost point of Taiwan, around 300 kilometers from where I'm standing. Coming from the Philippines in the southeast, it's moving in a northwesterly direction towards southeastern China. And it's packing sustained wind speeds of around 180 kilometers per hour and moving at a steady pace of around 16 kilometers per hour. Now, it's the third typhoon to brush past Taiwan this year. Nonetheless, local people here are not too concerned about the typhoon.
电视在报说好像没有事了，只有可能会下雨了。
是幸好现在还没有下雨，所以可以来走一走。那晚一点风雨比较大的话，可能就没有办法了。
No tropical storm has made landfall on Taiwan for just over 4 years, but authorities have issued land and sea warnings, and schools and offices are closed in Kaohsiung City and Pingdong County, which are expected to be the hardest hit. The worst of the typhoon is expected to pass by Friday. John Su and Sally Jensen in Taidong County for TaiwanPlus.
The three opposition candidates for president all want to topple the ruling party. There are rumors of them joining forces to do so. But so far, even scheduling a meeting between the candidates is proving difficult. John Van Trieste reports.
Three men with a common goal. Hou You-yi, Ko Wen-je, and Terry Guo all want to be the next president. And as they've made clear on the campaign trail, all want to end the rule of the Democratic Progressive Party, or DPP, which has held the presidency for close to 8 years. But the split between the three could hand the DPP another term. On election day, the candidate with the biggest share of votes wins, and the DPP is united behind this man, Lai Ching-te. There's been talk of the three opposition candidates working together or possibly forming a coalition, but what that would look like is unclear. Though they've shown up at some of the same campaign stops, they haven't even sat down together yet. Here's how Kuomintang candidate Hou You-yi responded to rumors he'd have coffee on Wednesday with the electronics tycoon and independent Terry Guo.
从来头到尾都没有接到这个消息哈，这个消息不知从何而来。
The Office of Taiwan People's Party candidate Ko Wen-je also says coffee with Guo won't happen anytime soon.
先去谈理念价值跟国政论述，先去看有没有办法达到一个共识，然后后续才是真的候选人本身，大家再去做一个会谈，所以基本上应该不会这么快。
Terry Guo's office says that he will meet with Hou You-yi, but just not right now.
是因为两边的时间有一点点瞧不太拢哦，所以原定周三的那个会稍微延期哦，但是我们会保证在近期几天会再找适当的时间，不会太久，一定这几天郭侯两个人就会碰面来公开来谈。
And even if any meetings do happen, it's uncertain what they'll achieve or how much common ground the opposition camp can find as the country enters the last 4 months until Election Day. Howard Zhang and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
The mayor of Taipei has touted a win-win scenario for Taiwan and China in a rare visit by a Taiwanese official to Shanghai. Here's what Zhang Wan'an said at the Shanghai-Taipei Twin City Forum.
在大环境越困难的时候，在两岸关系越紧张的时候，越需要交流、沟通以及对话，这是我坚定的立场啊！我相信这也是符合大部分台湾民众的期待。
Zhang arrived in China on Tuesday to attend the event. His 3-day trip comes as tensions mount between China and Taiwan. China claims Taiwan as part of its territory and has threatened to take it by force. There have been no national-level communications across the strait for the last 7 years. This has made Zhang's visit somewhat controversial back at home. Zhang had previously said the annual forum should only be held if China stops harassing Taiwan. UK Foreign Secretary James Cleverly has arrived in Beijing, making him the most senior British minister to visit China in 5 years. During his trip, Cleverly will meet with China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi and Vice President Han Zeng. He says he plans to discuss sensitive issues like freedoms in Hong Kong and Chinese sanctions against some UK lawmakers. Analysts say the visit is a sign of stabilizing ties between China and the UK after relations soured in recent years. Dutch chip equipment giant ASML has been given the green light to invest more in Taiwan. The economy ministry says ASML can put another $330 million into its Taiwan branch. Last year, the ministry said the company is looking to expand its site in the north, which could open as soon as 2026. The project would be ASML's biggest ever investment in Taiwan. ASML is the only company in the world that makes extreme ultraviolet lithography machines, which are essential for producing advanced chips. Taiwan does not give disabled foreigners the same rights as its own citizens. Taiwan's legislature will soon have to decide if that should change. Louise Watt reports.
South African entrepreneur Andrew Clerk crosses this road near his central Taipei home several times a day. A genetic condition has left him with 2% sight in just one eye. He asked authorities to install a beeping signal, but they told him it's not possible because Clerk doesn't have a disability certificate. He can't get one because he's not Taiwanese.
The government tells the world they really take care of the foreigners and they want foreigners here to come and teach and, come and bring their expertise and start businesses here. But then once you're here, you realize there's those little jabs from the back of like, hey, remember, you're a second-class citizen.
Foreigners like Clerk are shut out of disability services and subsidised transport and medical care because they can't get an official recognition of their disability. Taiwan says it operates on a reciprocal basis when it comes to foreign nationals. But more than 30 years after it first said that, the Taiwanese government has only given equal treatment to residents from one country, Japan. Despite not being part of the United Nations, Taiwan 9 years ago enacted a law to uphold a UN convention protecting the human rights of people with disabilities. By denying them recognition, foreigners say Taiwan is breaking its own law. Legislator Wang Dingyu from Taiwan's ruling party wants to change things. He's tabled an amendment to an existing law that would give foreigners who've lived in Taiwan for a cumulative 10 years the right to be certified as disabled.
They spend their life, maybe decades. They pay tax. They fulfill their duties in Taiwan. When they need help, we cannot ask them to go back their home, their country. No.
Clerk, who has been in Taiwan on and off for 18 years, would qualify. He helps people build businesses in Taiwan and gives speeches at government-sponsored events to help young people get ahead.
And just make yourself more valuable for the job market. And I'll quickly give you...
Clerk's Taiwanese partner is proud of his contributions and hopes his country soon allows him to be eligible for subsidised medical equipment and transport and special education for the visually impaired.
I think if Andrew and also other foreigners, if they reside here and they can get such certificate, I think that will be a good improvement and also something encouraging for people to actually to stay here.
As a new generation of foreigners try to find employment and ways to stay in Taiwan, long-time residents hope they will be treated more fairly. Klein Wong and Louise Watt for TaiwanPlus.
It's the start of a new semester at university for many students here in Taiwan, but some of them face different challenges than others. Rick Lauert has this report on how transgender students in Taiwan are preparing for life on campus.
A marginalized community sharing survival tips. These transgender students in Taiwan are about to start a new semester at university. They're attending a seminar on how to navigate the challenges of campus life as a sexual minority. Many did not want to show their faces on camera, but anthropology major Guo Zhezhi wanted to step up and share her experiences.
所以其实多少会小小不安，跟就是很害怕说是不是又代言到跨性别，就是这个解释可能不会被跨性别主体满意。但是其实我觉得今天聊到一半，我觉得其实整体的氛围是很友善的这样子。
Taiwan is one of the most LGBTQ-friendly places in Asia, and the only country where same-sex marriage is legal. But the trans community is often left behind. For nearly 20 years, Taiwan has taught gender and sexuality diversity in the country's schools. It's made Taiwan largely accepting of its LGBTQ population. But among them, transgender Taiwanese still face widespread stigma and discrimination. half of transgender university students report unfriendly treatment on campus. Harassment because of gender or sexual identity is punishable under Taiwan law, but some traditional attitudes to gender and sexuality persist.
因为我刚提到性别平等教育法其实有相关规定，那教育部这边也有相关的做法，但是土法不足以自行嘛，还是需要有一些相关的推动的措施，去让这一些法能够深植人心啊。
The fact that Taiwan also requires people to undergo gender reassignment surgery in order to change their gender on their official documents is a major hurdle for many trans Taiwanese. It means students that have not had such surgery face awkward questions when organising documents, using toilets and living in student dormitories.
非常多跨性别学生为了要住进符合自己性别认同的宿舍，他们其实必须跟非常多的处室不断的出柜，然后不断的说明自己的状况。那这样子的过程，其实对他们来说是非常非常痛苦的。
Organisers say sessions like this are important to assure the trans community of the rights they have and how to assert them on campus. But it's also a crucial chance to build solidarity for a group that is often forced to the fringes. Scott Huang and Rick Lowett for TaiwanPlus.
When you think of a pageant, you may think of talent shows and flashy outfits. But for the Miss Taiwanese American competition, winning the crown means acting as a cultural ambassador for Taiwan in the U.S. Leslie Liao was in California to speak to last year's winner.
Not every 19-year-old gets the opportunity to shake hands and greet a head of state. But for Tiffany Chiang, it was one of her duties as Miss Taiwanese American 2022.
My name is Tiffany Chiang, Zhang Fangyu, and I currently attend Stanford University, majoring in management science and engineering. And this past year, I served as the Miss Taiwanese American Queen of 2022.
Tiffany has lived in Los Angeles her entire life. But because of her upbringing, she's very in touch with her Taiwanese roots, including speaking Taiwanese Hokkien, commonly known as Taiwanese.
So growing up, I always spoke Taiwanese with my grandma, my grandparents, and I was very just in touch with my Taiwanese heritage.
Being crowned Miss Taiwanese American helped Tiffany gain a deeper appreciation for her background.
We were in the Huntington Beach parade, seeing a lot of people on the side like cheering for us and being like, "Oh, go Taiwan, like stay safe." That was really a testament to, how far we've come.
Every year, the Taiwan Center Foundation of Greater Los Angeles puts on a pageant to select the next Miss Taiwanese American. The winner of the competition is expected to act as an ambassador for Taiwanese culture throughout the year of their tenure. The selection process is rigorous.
In my year, there were 10 finalists, and so after that, you go through a 7 to 8 week training period, training both on Saturday and Sunday for about 6 to 8 hours. So throughout those 7 to 8 weeks, about, of course, not only the normal things you would think about when you hear pageant, like catwalk, makeup lessons, but most importantly, Taiwanese culture. You get history lessons and cultural lessons as well.
And in her bid to become Miss Taiwanese American, Tiffany built a robot which used infrared and AI technology to do a catwalk alongside her. But Tiffany's real responsibilities started only after she won the crown.
My favorite event by far was when President Tsai came to visit Los Angeles, and I was able to not only meet her, but of course be the MC for her presidential banquet. And so that was a really once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
At a young age, Tiffany took it upon herself to represent Taiwan, a country she wasn't even born in, but has come to appreciate and love because of her heritage. Programs like the Miss Taiwanese American pageant help American-born Taiwanese not only learn more about their roots, but also give them a chance to act as a bridge between the two sides. Lee Sun and Leslie Liao in Burlingame, California for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Finally today, check out some highlights from the Crazy for Taiwan concert put on by the One Song Orchestra. I'm Eric Gao. Take care. See you next time.